Hey there, welcome back to our channel. Today we are diving into some juicy medieval drama, betrayal that torn apart friendships but ultimately led to success for one of the parties involved. From royal courts to the battlefields, these stories show that sometimes betrayal can be a stepping stone to greatness. Let's jump right. William the Conqueror and Harold Godwinson. In the 11th century, William, Duke of Lombardy, and Harold Godwinson were supposedly allies. Harold even swore an oath to support William's claim to the English throne. Harold broke his oath and claimed the throne for himself after King Edward the Confessor's death. This betrayal led to an infamous Battle of Hastings in 1066. William emerged victorious, becoming William the Conqueror and established Norman rule in England. Outcome? William's success rehabs English history, bringing Norman culture and influence to the island, which had lasting impact on the language, law, and architecture. Richard the Lionheart and Philip II of France. Richard the Lionheart and Philip II of France started as allies during the Third Crusade, but their friendship quickly soared. Philip returned to France early, leaving Richard to continue the fight in the Holy Lands. While Richard was still away, Philip conspired with Richard's brother, John, to seize English territories. Outcome? Richard's triumphs in reclaiming his territories and securing the throne solidified his legendary status as a warrior king despite the betrayal. His resilience and military powers were celebrated across the Europe. Robert the Bruce and John Comyn. In the early 14th century Scotland, Robert the Bruce and John Comyn were supposed to work together for the Scottish independence. During a meeting in church, Bruce killed Comyn after a heated argument. This act of betrayal ignited Bruce's campaign for the Scottish crown. And the outcome? Bruce's successful campaign culminated in his victory at the Battle of Bannockburn in 1314, securing Scotland's independence and his legacy as a national hero. Henry II and Thomas Becket. King Henry II of England and Thomas Becket were close friends until Becket was appointed Archbishop at the Canterbury. Becket's newfound loyalty to the church put him at odds with Henry. After a series of disputes, Henry's infamous exclamation led to Becket's murder by Henry's knight. Outcome? The martyrdom of Becket transformed him into a saint and symbol of church resistance, forcing Henry to make concessions to the church and strengthening the church's power. Edward IV and Earl of Warwick. The Earl of Warwick, known as the Kingmaker, initially supported Edward IV's rise to the English throne during the Wars of Roses. Feeling betrayed by Edward's marriage and political decisions, Warwick switched sides, supporting Edward's rival. This betrayal led to the Battle of Barnet in 1471. Outcome? Edward's victory at Barnet solidified his reign and ended Warwick's power, ensuring Yorkist dominance in England for years to come. Saladin and Reynold of Chatillon. During the Crusades, Saladin and Reynold of Chatillon had an uneasy truce that was repeatedly broken by Reynold. Reynold's attack on Muslims' caravan and his attempt to assault Mecca led to Saladin's decisive response. Saladin captured and personally executed Reynold after the Battle of Hattin in 1187. Outcome? Saladin's victory at Hattin and the subsequent capture of Jerusalem elevated his status as an unifier of Muslim land and a formidable leader, respected even by his enemies. Charles VII and Joan of Arc. Charles VII of France and Joan of Arc shared a complicated relationship. Joan helped Charles reclaim his throne, believing he was divinely appointed. Despite his crucial role, Joan was captured by Burgundians and sold to English. Charles made a little effort to save her, viewing her growing influence as a threat. Joan's martyrdom and subsequent sainthood inspired French nationalism, helping Charles solidify his reign and ultimately driving the English out of France. Let's recap the 7 dramatic betrayals and their outcomes. William the Conqueror and Harold Godwinson. Betrayal led to William's success and Norman's conquest of England. Richard the Lionheart and Philip II of France. Philip's betrayal showcased Richard's military power. Robert the Bruce and John Comyn. Bruce's betrayal led to Scottish independence. Henry II and Thomas Becket. Becket's martyrdom forced Henry to concede to the church. Edward IV and Earl of Warwick. Warwick's betrayal solidified Edward's reign. Saladin and Reynold of Chatillon. Saladin's triumphs elevated his status as a leader. And Charles Charles II, and Joan of Arc. Joan's martyrdom inspired French nationalism and Charles' success. History is filled with stories of betrayal and triumph. These tales remind us that even the darkest moment can lead us to the greatest of success. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. If you want the part 2 of this video, just comment down below and we will get you there. Thank you for watching. Stay curious. Bye-bye.